Hey all, today we're just going to talk about what the term thin privilege means. Maybe you've seen this term floating around the internet. I use it a lot in my work. I want us to all be super clear about what it means. It can be pretty confusing, and people, I think, have a lot of ideas that are not true about it. So all thin privilege means is the positive biases and associations that are given to a person living in a thin body, and all of the benefits that come to that person because of those positive biases and associations. If you've seen my video on weight stigma, you know that there is a lot of discrimination against people in fat bodies, and that is only half of the equation. Thin privilege is the other half. So if somebody's being discriminated against for being fat, then someone is also being given benefits because they're thin. Neither of these two people have inherently earned that kind of treatment. If a fat person and a thin person go to a job interview on the same day with the same exact qualifications, the thin person is going to be viewed as super likable, super competent, super hardworking. They're going to be given a bunch of positive associations and biases just because we all have that kind of bias in our head. It's what we've been conditioned with. Whereas the person in the fat body is going to be viewed as less likable, less intelligent, less hardworking, because those are the views that we've been conditioned to believe about people in fat bodies. That's weight stigma or fat phobia. So thin privilege just means that thin person is probably going to get that job. Statistically speaking, the thin person will get the job because of thin privilege. It is very simply the benefits that come as a result of the positive biases that we hold in our heads without even realizing it sometimes about people who are thin. And this comes from the cultural conditioning that says thin people are good, fat people are bad, thin people are smart and hardworking, fat people are lazy and dumb. This is all part of the same system, but thin privilege is simply looking at the benefits afforded to the people who are thin, as opposed to weight stigma, which is looking at the negative consequences for people who are fat. That is it. I hope this was helpful. I want us to really unpack these topics and be super clear about what they mean. If you have any topics you want me to unpack here, leave it in the comments, and I'll see you next time.